Bants and Bants. Bants and Bants.
All systems go.
Bants and Bants.
Defiance.
Bants and Bants.
This rebel has a cause.
Bombs and Bants.
We begin as wanderers, and we are wanderers still.
Welcome, everyone, to the 54th live edition of Bombs and Bants and Wednesday Rants. That's actually the right number for once. As always, I am your dedicated and humble host, John Wilder, coming to you from an undisclosed location hidden deep beneath the surface of the earth. With me is, no, Mark's not here. And the missus.
Hello.
How has the week been, sweetie?
You know, my week has been much better now because I was having popping and crackling, and I thought it was my headphones, and I was very sad because I bought these headphones when I was 18 years old and have used them my entire broadcast career, and I thought, oh no. They're also have been discontinued. You can't buy them again anymore. And I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to get new headphones, and I don't think I'm emotionally prepared for that. But no, it wasn't that. It was a bad cable on the mic. So, all done.
So you just insulted every viewer whose name is Mike. That's very bad of you. So I'd ask Mark what he was doing right now, and so we could pretend to be Mark. No. But we are going without adult supervision in the room, which is always dangerous. And so I suppose we should probably go with our lead story. You think?
You think so?
Do you think people are interested in that? Or you think they would rather hear about, what we did on the weekend? I fixed a gutter. And when I say I fixed, Pugsley fixed the gutter. I was standing on the ground and Pugsley fixed it. So, let's kick into the actual news.
Okay.
Did you know it was raining in Florida?
I did actually know that because it's been the only thing that's on the news.
In the script that you gave me, there was actually a little thing that said that you were going to make some noise.
Oh, yeah. I guess I do have that.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I'll fall asleep.
Yes. According to the National Hurricane Center. Now, do you realize that I was writing, and I mentioned the hurricane last night, and I kept writing burricane. I think I was really hungry for a burrito. Either that or a giant... Yeah.
Explains why your pillow was gone this morning.
Yeah. Yo quiero hurricane. Yeah. So anyway, the National Hurricane Center, Hurricane Ian, or is it Ian or Ian?
I have no idea. It's probably Ian.
Okay, well,
because they never are what I think they are. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, no matter how bad...
I think that was an attempt by some government agency to make the naming of hurricanes more inclusive. I don't get that myself, but sure, let's do that.
Well, let's just know that there is absolutely one truth to this equation.
Okay.
That no matter how bad Hurricane Ian or Ian is, that it can't be nearly as bad as Hurricane Joe has been to the United States. I mean... That thing's been pumping up. Oh, okay. But anyway, more than 2.5 million people in Florida are not listening to us right now. Oh wait, no, they're under an evacuation order.
Well, no, they probably aren't listening to us because their power is probably out.
Mm-hmm. And I will note. And Quizzer notes. I can hear everyone.
Yay!
All right. And Hito has yet to arrive. So, okay. DeSantis warned people who had not evacuated to stay inside. So I'm supposed to leave, or I'm supposed to stay inside? Calling Ian the big one. This is really, really significant storm. He said it'll be one of the storms people always remember. Airports, schools, and Walt Disney theme parks closed. Even 21 Waffle House restaurants were shuttered in. And FEMA...
the ever-helpful FEMA.
The FEMA actually classifies whether or not the Waffle House is open as to how bad the damage is in an area. And that's not making that up. Because Waffle House...
I can believe that.
As soon as the rain's gone, it's open. And Quizzer notes, isn't Hurricane Rum OJ lime juice and grenadine with a slice of orange?
That's what I found hurricanes to be particularly good for.
Yes.
Since we sat through Hurricane Ike while living in Houston.
But we didn't have any rum, but we did have a lot of wine, but a lot less wine after
A
the first
lot of
night.
wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have been told that we do have an update on the Queen's condition.
Do we? Do you have an update on the Queen's condition? Oh, yeah, we do.
She's dead.
Because you wrote it in all caps.
Did you miss that?
No,
She's
I
dead.
heard it, but let's hear it again.
She's dead.
Okay. Moving to their second story. Joe Biden addressed the UN General Assembly. My brain. I wish I'd been drinking. I wish that would be the excuse.
Joe
The
Biden. Joe Biden.
the UN General Assembly last week and told them the UN needs to be more inclusive.
You're
He
still
told-
committed to a strong foundation for the good of every nation around the world, then the United States wants to work with you. I also believe the time has come for this institution to become more inclusive so that it can better respond to the needs of today's world.
I've listened to that soundbite many times. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
What on earth could he even mean?
I don't know.
To me, that's the most incomprehensible. Well, okay, I'm not sure.
Are
knows
there
what
a
he
lot
was
of
thinking.
countries that we have excluded from the UN? I don't really know. I mean,
Or is he wanting?
more trans people? I don't know.
Maybe he wants them to send people who aren't members of their country as their representatives.
That could be it.
Okay.
Joe Biden. Joe
and then he-
Biden.
And then he thanks the UN in typical Biden fashion.
Thank you for your tolerance, for listening to me.
I find this just to be a very sad soundbite. Listen to how sad he sounds.
Thank you for your tolerance, for listening to me.
He sounds like the kid who always got picked last for kickball.
Thank you for your tolerance, for listening to me.
And apparently you have video of him trying to find his
I
browser.
do. And this was after he gave the speech. The meds must have been
Okay.
wearing off. Here it is.
Mr. President, thank you. At the end of such a momentous event, the word thank you seems kind of inadequate. But for all the millions whose lives will be saved, for the
That's,
It's just sort of sad. He just sort of
That's
stands there. Here,
that's
you can watch it.
exciting
We can watch it
television.
again without sound. Right? This way? Am I? No. Wait. What? Did you call my name? What? I don't.
It'd be better if you had a script with it. So anyway, well, I guess that. Oh, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Oh, whoa.
What?
Well,
You're just making sounds. Talk.
No, well, it's a big story from Quizzer.
Hmm.
He sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the rapper Coolio is apparently dead at the ripe old age of 59 due to suddenly.
Wow. That is. That even makes Owen Wilson say, "Wow."
Wow. He's trying to confirm. I wonder if this is like my George Takei, where I fell for the George Takei headline.
Or is it like Abe Vigoda and the rumors of his death are always exaggerated?
Okay. I will cut away from our news when we hear more from Quizzer.
All
because
right.
this is a question we have to know.
Absolutely, it is.
Mhm.
And it is actually worthy of the breaking news sounder.
Oh.
What? Nuts. What?
You can't make it work, huh? Okay.
What? What are you talking? Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Well, no, I wasn't going to play it yet because it hasn't been confirmed.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go to. This
We're a
fall.
serious news organization here. God damn it! We wait for confirmation for things.
Well, let's hear what's coming this fall to Must See Congress TV.
Oh! You know what? That's the thing I forgot to put in. Here, talk for a minute and let me do the thing.
Okay.
It won't take me very long, I promise.
Well, all right. So I remember the first time I met Coolio. It was on a warm summer evening, and It was not one of the really hot summer evenings. We were both looking up at the skies, and he looked at me. He said, I would like to live in a gangster paradise. Oh, TMZ is confirming he's dead. Still
Coming
alive.
this fall to must.
I guess he has gone off to that gangster's paradise in the sky. Where's the breaking news sounder?
Oh.
Okay.
Breaking news.
And you heard it here first. So
And that says something about your life.
says something about all our lives.
Doesn't it, though? Doesn't it, though?
So do you have your must-see?
I do have must-see congressional TV.
Coming this fall to must-see
Oh, wait,
Congress
no,
TV.
I was lying, sorry.
We have
I'll have it here in a second.
Well, then let's go to the next story.
Coming.
Imagine, if you will, getting on an airplane to go to Hawaii. Flight time is 6 hours, and everyone on your flight has been given a free ukulele.
I can't play sounds while I'm adding stuff. See, that's the problem. So go back, free ukulele. 6 hours of this. Thank God you're going to Hawaii, right?
That is some pretty bad music. That's actually something that happened to a group of unsuspecting travelers last week on a Southwest Airlines flight.
There they are, happy people with ukuleles.
Yeah, this would be nearly tantamount to a war crime.
I
But
would
it was a
think
Southwest
so.
Airlines flight to Honolulu. Do you know where this flight was from?
I did at one time.
Some place that was made of Earth.
Yes, it was. It was on planet Earth.
Oh, we've got some fine detail here. This is our crack.
Yeah, that's right. We are on it tonight.
The airline teamed up with Guitar Center for the promotion and offered a free in-flight lesson. I'm surprised that the air marshal didn't stand up and start shooting them all. That would have been probably the right choice. Most
Or
humane thing.
just DB Cooper that plane, man,
Yeah,
right out the back door.
Yep.
I don't need a parachute. I'm just getting away from the ukes.
Okay, so coming this fall to must-see Congress TV.
Coming this fall to must-see Congress TV. We have everything you won't want to miss. From zany, laugh-out-loud comedy to spine-tingling drama, your evening kicks off with madcap laughs on Did I Do That? Starring the hilarious comedy duo, Joe and Kamala.
Is this my con?
Terrible economy. Sky-high gas prices. Encroaching authoritarianism. Next, a little something for the kids. Drag queen story time.
To kids, I think, drag queens are princesses come to life or superheroes. They're imaginative, they're all about play. They haven't been baked into, society's norms and expectations. So I think to them, things like being fluid with their identities comes really naturally.
Wrap up your evening with the best drama on television, the Emmy Award-winning January 6th hearings. Does Adam have any actual evidence?
We talk about the attack on our democracy. That's a kind of an intangible idea for most Americans. We want to put a human face on what does that look like. Because
I
it's an attack
love
on
this time of
individuals
year.
carrying out
The
their roles
weather's
in a
cooling
democracy.
off.
Will this
I can
cry after
finally
losing
take
her
the
job?
kids to the park without baking in the sun. The holidays are just around the corner.
Will Nancy
Life
make out
just
with
doesn't
Jamie?
get any better.
But, Sue, you're forgetting the best part of autumn.
I am? What have I forgotten, Mr. Announcer Voice?
It's also pumpkin spice season.
No offense, but
This
I don't really drink
is
coffee,
coming your
Mr.
way
Announcer Voice.
This
Oh,
fall
it's
on
much
Must-See
more than
Congress
coffee.
TV.
You can get pumpkin spice frappuccinos, pumpkin spice hot chocolate,
I
pumpkin
don't
spice hot
really
tea,
like pumpkin
spice soda, pumpkin spice milk,
Be happy to
pumpkin
miss.
spice apple juice,
Head to the
I
pumpkin
said-
spice whiskey,
I don't really
pumpkin
like
spice
pumpkin
Kool-Aid,
spice.
pumpkin spice
If
milkshakes,
COVID-19 taught us
pumpkin
one thing,
spice
well,
martinis,
one thing, and that
pumpkin
was to
spice.
trust the government.
Wait,
Wait, can
What?
I say that on YouTube without
I-
being banned? I guess
You
we'll
know,
find
I guess
out.
we'll find out. Like
huh?
pumpkin
But it
spice?
taught us two things. It's don't trust the
well, it's
government, and
October,
don't trust
Missy, so you'd better change your tune.
Pumpkin spice. It's everywhere.
I love his reaction there. It never gets old.
You know?
That's an actual adult male making that sound.
That is truly the most feminine male on earth. And I've seen RuPaul do Drag Race. Actually, I've never seen that show, but that is the most feminine male on the planet Earth. That's just insane. Okay. Page 2. Have you ever held a grudge against someone? Well, a New York man has raised the bar on grudges. A man who has been going every morning to urinate on the grave of his ex since 2017. That's a lot of urine, much to the horror of our furious
And
kids.
it's not just urine.
Yep. Who realized something was going wrong when they discovered bags of human poo left on their mom's final resting place. And that silence is where
fecal matter.
Sorry, Johnny Depp had to chime in there.
Okay. The
oh, wait, no, it wasn't Johnny Depp, because
No.
somebody else has more to say.
Yep.
There's so much duty in here. I can't take it anymore.
Yep. So the children of the late Linda Torello wondered who could be defiling their mother's final resting place, so they set up cameras and caught the pooper. And here on video was the guy Mrs. Torello had divorced 48 years ago. Torello's son fumed, I can't get my wife to go out to dinner, but his guy gets his wife to go along with him in the morning to desecrate my mom's remains.
That's true love, man.
Yep. He's called the police 3 times, but he can't get a detective to speak with him.
It's because they always put him on line 2.
Well, line 1 too a lot. So that's a lot of hate, isn't it?
It is a lot of hate.
I mean, that's getting up, right? It's getting up early. And maybe he's an early riser anyway, but that's getting up, getting in the car, waiting for your wife, driving to the cemetery while you have to go to the bathroom, and then letting it fly every day for years.
But look at it this way, he always has something to look forward to.
I guess.
That's the secret to long life, having a reason to get up every day.
And I just want to say to everyone who has a mother, everyone out there, someone felt that way about your mother.
Well, and the fact that this guy wasn't the first one to spring to mind makes me think, how many people did your mom piss off in her life to get pissed on so frequently?
Well, let's just stop right there and let's
see. This is why Mark should have been here tonight. We're out of control.
All right, let's go with pumpkin spice everything because it's fall again.
Oh, I love this time of year. The weather's cooling off. I can finally take the kids to the park without baking in the sun. The holidays are just around the corner. Life just doesn't get any better.
But, Sue, you're forgetting the best part of autumn.
I am? What have I forgotten, Mr. Announcer Voice?
It's also pumpkin spice season.
No offense, but I don't really drink coffee, Mr. Announcer Voice.
Oh, it's much more than coffee. You can get pumpkin spice frappuccinos, pumpkin spice hot chocolate, pumpkin spice hot tea,
I don't really like pumpkin
spice soda, pumpkin spice milk, pumpkin spice apple juice, pumpkin spice whiskey,
I don't really like
spice
pumpkin
Kool-Aid,
spice.
pumpkin spice milkshakes, pumpkin spice martinis, pumpkin spice... Wait, what?
I don't like pumpkin spice?
Well, it's October, Missy, so you'd better change your tune.
Pumpkin spice. It's everywhere.
And it is everywhere.
Okay, so actually, let's play the Google game on it. Pumpkin spice A and everything else. Pumpkin spice B, pumpkin spice bread. Pumpkin spice C, pumpkin spice coffee. Pumpkin spice D, pumpkin spice donuts, drinks. Pumpkin spice E, pumpkin spice essential oil. Pumpkin spice F, frappuccino. G, pumpkin spice goldfish. Okay, the internet. Literally, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pumpkin spice hair color. I think that's yours, is it not?
Wow. Wow. On so many levels.
Well, you don't wear leg warmers.
Tasty.
Pumpkin spice jokes.
Fecal matter.
L is for latte. M is for pumpkin spice meme. N is for Nespresso pods. And then, probably the most disgusting one so far, pumpkin spice noodles.
Ugh.
Yeah. Pumpkin spice
Ugh.
Oreos. Pumpkin spice pudding, pancakes, and products. Q is quotes, which apparently we're creating. R, ramen. Pumpkin spice ramen.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
I threw up a little in my mouth just then.
Pumpkin spice syrup. Pumpkin spice tacos.
That might be the worst, right there.
No, I'm beating it with the next one. Pumpkin spice tampons. This is really what the search brings up.
But why?
Pumpkin spice. Well, when I put in you, it gives the answer. Pumpkin spice up your life. And apparently
up your something.
Pumpkin spice vodka. Pumpkin spice white Russian. That seems wrong on so many levels. PWX. Pumpkin spice Xanax.
Yes. That's a winner right there.
Pumpkin spice yogurt pretzels. And pumpkin spice zucchini bread.
That might actually be kind of good. That might be a winner.
So there you have it. Everything. Oh, and Quizzer notes for males listening. Pumpkin spice is Husqvarna orange. Very good point, sir.
And it tastes how it looks.
Okay. Pumpkin spice everything. So
yeah.
Now from A to Z, that's what we ought to do for a children's book. Actually, that'd probably be a funny one to sell. All right. The time that brings us to our big competition. Mark's not here, so the pressure's on.
It is.
It's time for the Brain Jackass of the Week.
This is Neil Young.
Hey, get that jackass out of here!
And I'm proud to present my Brain Jackass of the Week.
All right. Stacey
I was just going to
Abrams.
say, with our podcast, Neil Young must get more mentions now than he has had since, 1996.
I hope...
when he tried to remain relevant by doing an album with Eddie Vedder. Yeah.
Stacey Abrams, once and former candidate for governor of Georgia, was at an event at the Ray Charles Performing Arts Center. That's a nice thing about the Ray Charles Performing Arts Center. Don't even have to have lights.
That's right.
Yep. In Atlanta, or windows. Would like all of us to know that the sound of a baby's heartbeat, as heard at 15 weeks of pregnancy, is nothing more than a tool of the white colonial patriarchy.
Yeah, and the sound quality isn't great on this.
There is no such thing as a heartbeat at 6 weeks. It is a manufactured sound designed to convince people that men have the right to take control of a woman's body away from her.
Wow, the ignorance of if she talked
She said
before,
that where people could see her.
Yeah, if she was like a Jedi master for the left, the Force would be made of stupid. Let's go. Let's go to, meanwhile in New York, Mayor Latoya Contreras.
No, not New York, New Orleans.
That's in New York?
You said New York.
Okay. Meanwhile, in New Orleans, Mayor LaToya Cantrell is refusing to reimburse the city nearly 30,000 American dollars for upgrading her airline tickets to first class.
There is no such thing.
Oh wait, sorry, that's Stacy again.
All expenses incurred doing business on behalf of the city of New Orleans will not be reimbursed to the city of New Orleans. One thing is clear, I do my job, and I will continue to do it with distinction, with dignity, and integrity every step of the way. And so, that's what I'll have to say on that.
Thank you, Forrest.
Okay. And she further said, and I'm not going to try and do that accent because that would get us banned.
Yeah, that would get us banned from YouTube. You could do it like she's British, though.
Oh, wait.
Do it like she's British. Do it like she's the Queen.
I do it like she's Russian.
Okay, that'll work.
My travel accommodations are a matter of safety, not luxury. As all women of color know, our health and safety are almost disregarded when they are left to navigate alone. As mother of young child whom I live for, I going to protect myself by any reasonable means in order to ensure that I am there to see her grow up into the strong woman I am raising her to be. Anyone who wants to question how I protect myself just doesn't understand the world black women walk in. See?
I see. That's great.
And I think that was that last little bit is going to be her biopic title, Black Woman Walking. Okay.
And she's a woman who is known lovingly by her constituency as LaToya the Destroyer. So.
Okay. So we have Stacey Abrams, who is a one-person walking ignorance fair.
You know what I've heard about her, though, interestingly enough, Stacey Abrams, is that she's kind of on the short list if people are going to run whose name is not Joe Biden in 2024 for the Democrats. Her name is on that list, having won nothing. So my theory, and when you take this and Beto, Robert Francis O'Rourke into consideration, that the best way to run for president as a Democrat is to lose every friggin' race you've ever been involved in, and lose it big.
Mm-hmm. So I have to pick between these two.
You do. It's a hard pick, yeah.
And the idiot. I'm going with the idiot. Stacey Abrams, congratulations. You have been chosen the Braying Jackass of the Week.
We should send her a crown or something.
A tiara.
And this has been Neil Young's Braying Jackass of the Week.
Oh, my. Well, you ready to think real fast?
Oh, I think the quality of this week's podcast has proven that no, I am not.
Okay.
I'm not even working on thinking real slow today.
And Jim noted that I was very faint, and hopefully this fixed it, Jim. So thank you for letting me know. I did back off on the mic about a foot, so that probably was the problem. And then I keep going, puh, puh, and I know that drives the missus nuts.
Actually, I haven't heard that, so.
Okay. So ready to think real fast? We've talked about the hurricane.
I think I just explained that the answer to that is no. No!
Oh, and Quizzer notes he's disappointed the jackass of the week is clearly Lizzo with her flute-accented statement yesterday. And I
did not hear that.
I have not heard that one. If you can send us a link.
She's an early entry for next week, then.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, also, New York Times writes a sympathetic profile of a small landlord. This particular small landlord that they wrote the profile of, who's struggling and has over 6,000 apartments. They have the average rent of $3,000 a piece. That's $18 million a month. So you do the math. He's making about $220 million a year. And in New York, that's apparently a small landlord. Your thoughts, Mrs.?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's fair. that is now fair. Let's see. Then the big question is, why is every news story about water right now? Because the story you didn't mean, of course, or bring up, of course, was the Nord Stream pipeline, which got mysteriously perforated miles and miles and miles apart in different locations within hours of each other. So that's certainly a coincidence, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is.
Okay. Well, then my question is this. Do you think the FBI will be on that?
On it, I think they may have been on it already.
No, by on it, I mean going to people who say that and arresting them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Hang on, somebody at the door.
FBI, open up!
All right. The
other thing about the FBI, did you hear about them? This happened recently, and this is coming. I'm not reading it to you. It's right off the top of my head because I read it a couple days ago. But apparently, they got a judge to sign off on a warrant to raid a bunch of, the security boxes. I'm blanking on the word. At the bank.
So, safety deposit.
Yes, safety deposit boxes. Yes, of people who were not being investigated for crimes. And yet they went in and just took a whole bunch of stuff. And then that they had planned to keep anything in the boxes that was worth more than $5,000.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Our premier police agency.
And
FBI, open up!
Give us your... How much money did you make last year? Send it in.
I also found Quizzer's Lizzo crystal flute reference.
Yes, yeah. Played James Madison's flute.
Yeah. So, okay, so we got that. So back to Think Real Fast. There is an official .mil domain for the Department of Defense and for the Director of National Intelligence navigation aviation section. They actually have a UFO on the patch. So just letting you know, the Air Force not even pretending anymore.
And I guess this is normal now. Okay, aliens. Okay, sure.
And Joe Biden reminded everyone that the most important way to prepare for a hurricane
And, what am I doing here?
is to get the jab, because we know it. Just letting YouTube know the jab is so effective in helping prevent from a disease that almost everyone survives and doesn't cause people to die suddenly at all. It does not do that.
No, absolutely not.
Yep.
Completely safe. In fact, I got 7 today. So.
Yeah, 7 jabs.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm super safe.
Yep. The UK economy is collapsing. The Bank of England is buying the debt of the UK. Now, we've been doing that for...
Oh, sorry.
All right.
That's why we need Mark.
Okay. And the White House says the consequence of Russian annexation of various places in the Ukraine will be real and extraordinary. It's all in caps, so you know that's really the case.
Is that like super secret preparation?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Ford is collapsing. It's down 12% today on a profit warning, and it's likely to go bankrupt. And GM as well.
They must have invested very heavily in NFTs.
Yes.
I heard today that the overall loss in NFT and other cryptocurrency, those markets just imploding, has been about $2 trillion. Trillion with a T.
And just note that that they say there's not deflation going on. There is absolutely deflation. There is a lot of, and that's coming out part and parcel to the collapse. And again, bringing out, we have an update on Coolio.
Oh. Oh.
Breaking news.
And play the same when you play for the Queen.
Oh, let me find it. Oh, there it is.
She's dead.
Yep. Let's see. Gay people are very upset about the Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix, and because it's listed under LGBTQ plus programming, so they're not happy about that.
See, now I would say from my point of view on this, my gay online friends who are on Facebook, all are watching it, and they're all really liking it. But of course, I know a lot of gay horror writers, so there's that.
Not going any further on that subject. They after 6 weeks, they still have no idea who broke the Georgia Guidestones, which goes to prove.
She's dead.
Sorry, the Guidestones are still dead too, right?
She's dead.
They're still
okay.
Yep, they're still dead. But guess what? This proves that unless the FBI actually started the crime, they have no way to figure out who did it. I guess they didn't have an agent in on that.
Oh, somebody at the door.
I'm just wondering how many of those FBI agents listen and to read the stuff that we put out and go, my gosh, they're right.
Just sitting there angrily taking notes.
Yes. I've heard rumor that an M1A1 has been spotted in the Ukraine. That's a tank for the non-tankies out there. And that's pretty much what I have for Think Real Fast.
All right. It's like I can stop thinking now.
Well, was that really a problem?
It's not. I can just go back to sleep now. So.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I took a nap before the show and took an hour. Woke up and I thought I was in another dimension. I was ready to get up and get dressed for work. I'm like, oh, it's so early. I'm so tired.
God, I feel like I've only slept like 20 minutes.
All right. Well, on that note, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us, and of course, everyone notes that without parental supervision of Mark, things kind of go a little off the rails. If you know what we should have done, we should have done shots this time with the missus, so that then they could just.
If we were doing this on Friday night, I'd take you up on that. But
yeah,
tomorrow's a school day.
Yep. So, I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and for Bombs and Bants and Wednesday Rants, I'm John.
Mark's not here, and I'm the missus. Y'all come back now, you hear?